I wanted to share some wisdom news with you all. First up, we have a new book from Wisdom Publications called Science and Philosophy in the Indian Buddhist Classics, Volume 3, Philosophical Schools. This is, this is part of the series that was conceived by His Holiness the Dalai Lama and translated by Professor Don Lopez with introductory essays. And what's very cool about this book is it has the four schools of Indian Buddhism, but more than that, it also has the seven schools of Indian philosophy that came before the Buddhist schools. So you have explanations of Samkhya, Nyaya, Mimamsika. So this is an amazing third volume to this series. The first volume you might remember is on the physical world, so the natural sciences. And then the second volume is on the mind. So we have first two volumes, the physical world, the mind, and the third volume, we move into philosophy. And it's the philosophy of both the Buddhist and non-Buddhist schools in ancient India. Okay, next up, I want to tell you a little bit about a retreat that's coming up this Saturday. It's a one-day retreat with Guy and Sally Armstrong. It's called Empty and Aware, and it's an experience-orientated practice related to the nature of awareness. This retreat is for all access members. Okay, and if you're not an all access member, don't worry. We've opened up the all access annual membership just for November. This is the first time this year. And then by becoming a member of the all access Wisdom Experience membership, you'll have access to a huge catalog of wisdom books and wisdom courses. And of course, retreats like we just spoke about. We'll be revamping the membership program next year. And so this will be the final time you'll be able to sign up for the all access. So if you'd like to do that, then now's your chance and you can join Guy and Sally Armstrong for the retreat. Okay, now I'd like to tell you about a few Wisdom Academy courses that we've got coming up. The first course is called Shila Samadhi Prajna. It's an online course with Chukyi Nyima Rinpoche. Here in this course, Rinpoche gives us pith instructions for foundation practices all the way up to the highest practices of Mahamudra and Dzogchen. This program starts December 9. We've put links in the chat. And then the second course I want to talk about is just a little teaser for a very special course we've got coming up. It's called Abiding in Emptiness, and it's with Mingyur Rinpoche and Venerable Analio. That is starting January 27th. You'll hear more news about that starting Monday. Finally, in Wisdom Academy courses, we have a new course with Alan Wallace starting very shortly, November 18th, and that course is called Atisha's Pith Instructions. And this is Alan teaching a special text called Majjhimaka Upadesha, and he does an amazing job of entering into this text from Atisha that's rather unique and not so well known. So that starts November 18th. So a few other things, Buddhist news that I wanted to share with you that I've come across, and the first one is the Mandala Lab. I was meeting today with Tim McHenry and from the Rubin Museum, and he told me that the Mandala Lab is still opening. I personally went there. It's an amazing experience. It's this interactive space that they've created for you to engage with various emotions based on the Vajrayana teachings. So that's fantastic. You can check that out at the Rubin Museum. And finally, there's a new issue of Tricycle out now, and I just wanted to point your attention to an article called What's Wrong with Anger. That article is it's by my wife, Alison Aiken, who is professor of Buddhist philosophy at Columbia University. And I think that this is a really important article for these times, and just wanted to point your attention to that. And I hope you enjoy finding out about all these different Buddhist courses and events happening in the near future. Thank you all.